The Supreme Court has ruled against Governor Andrew Cuomo's coronavirus limits. The ruling protects religious freedom amid pandemic precautions that were being called unnecessarily restrictive for houses of worship in city neighborhoods hit hard by COVID-19. CBS's Dave Carlin reports from Midwood, Brooklyn.
The justices narrowly rejected Governor Andrew Cuomo's COVID-based restrictions on religious services. The 5-4 decision was shrugged off as irrelevant by the governor on a Thursday morning phone call to reporters.
The zone that they were talking about has already been moot. It expired last week. So I think this was really just an opportunity for the court to express its philosophy and politics. It doesn't have any practical effect.
The justices in the majority, including new Justice Amy Coney Barrett, warned the First Amendment right to religious freedom must be upheld. The state's position is the court's opinion only applies to now lapsed restrictions in Brooklyn. The Roman Catholic Diocese of Brooklyn and Orthodox Jewish synagogues led the fight and praised the Supreme Court for striking down 10 and 25-person limits on capacity. Churchgoers who agree say they prefer in-person worship instead of online.
I think it's essential because people need to get closer to God right about now.
Religious leaders told us they consider this ruling a Thanksgiving gift.
Even in the pandemic, the Constitution cannot be put away and forgotten.
Bishop Nicholas DiMarzio of Brooklyn said the restrictions fail to recognize how large some churches are and the strict protocols Catholics put in place. He and other religious leaders say the ruling, which heads for an appeal that's expected to send it back to the Supreme Court, can be used to challenge and overturn other restrictions elsewhere. Cardinal Timothy Dolan tweeted, "Our churches are essential." And Rabbi David Zweibel of Agudath Israel of America called the ruling historic.
I think that for the country as a whole, it was a great victory, and I'm hopeful that its ramifications will be felt far and beyond the red zones and orange zones of New York.
The governor was asked what, if anything, this means for houses of worship outside Brooklyn, like in the orange zone covering much of Staten Island. Governor Cuomo's legal counsel said it remains unchanged.
It's not about forcing people to come to church. It's about giving them the right to come when they wish to come, and that's the First Amendment right.
Religious leaders insist their communities follow strict social distancing and will continue to do so. In Midwood, Brooklyn, Dave Carlin, CBS 2 News.
And Chief Justice Roberts sided with the court's liberals in the dissenting opinion.